Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla and this is Becoming Hers. If you are new here, this is a group, a platform for black women who are learning how to unlearn survival, how to live life in peace, how to be one with themselves. We are going into the second N in my 4N method, which is name it. We did went over notice it. If you have not seen notice it, go watch the first video and notice it. But once you notice what you feel, you have to name it. So, noticing and naming it. Now that we learned how to notice, how to pause, how to become aware, and acknowledge what happens inside of us, the next step is giving what we acknowledge a name. Naming is simply calling what you feel what it actually is. Because when a feeling stays a name, it can stay heavy. A lot of us are carrying our a lot of us are carrying emotions our minds never had language for. That's why you might feel um, like sometimes short as a breath, tension in your shoulders, don't know why I'm bouncing, heaviness in your body, and sometimes numbness. And that numbness doesn't mean you are broken, it means your body's learned how to protect you. When emotions don't get named, they don't disappear, they get stored in the body, and that's why your nervous system stay on high alert. Naming creates space. I don't know why I did the sirens, but I'm gonna put my hand down. Naming what you feel creates space. By that, it is safe enough to, let loose or release just a little bit. That feeling sometimes can be uncomfortable when your body is releasing, but now it is something you can hold instead of something silently holding you. Unnamed pain stays in the body. Named pain becomes something you can tend to. Black women are emotionally suppressed, but just as importantly, we are emotionally under resourced. We weren't taught emotional regulation, we were taught how to survive. Most of us learned how to push through no matter what life is throwing at us. It didn't matter if it was rocks, boulders, bricks, whatever was being thrown at us. We learned how to bob and weave and get through and overcome. So when it came time for me in life to like feel my grief, I didn't know what I was feeling. I eventually had to look it up. I didn't learn what depression was until years later. And that was because I heard, I think they were selling, it was like an ad on TV, and they were selling like some antidepressant depression pills or something like that. And even in that ad, it was vaguely explained. So I eventually like went on the computer, searched it up for myself. I realized like this is something that I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with my depression. But at the time, I went like what years without knowing what depression was. We weren't taught this is anger, this is grief, this is depression, this is you being triggered. So oftentimes emotions don't just run away, they get stored in the body. Over time, that becomes exhaustion, and the exhaustion left unnamed often becomes anger. When you don't have language for what you feel or like the pain that you feel, your body speaks it to you. Your body speaks it for you. Naming a feeling is an act of observation and self love. I would say self love, self compassion. Judging yourself for a feeling is an act of resistance. When you've lived in survival, awareness doesn't always turn into self love. Sometimes it turns into you attacking yourself. You notice something, and the first thought is like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I like this? Why haven't I healed yet? Why is this shit even bothering me? Like, this not even a big problem, but why is it bothering me? That is not healing. That is your survival voice trying to stay in control. Naming reduces shame because it separates who you are from what you feel. You're not broken, you're responding. Naming says, okay, hey, this has happened to me, but this is not who I am. This is not my identity. This is not me as a person. When people don't notice and name what shaped them, they turn coping patterns into identity. Oh, I'm just like this, or that's just my personality, or I'm just headstrong, or I'm just dominant, or I'm just like, this is just who I am. Like, I am a harsh person, but that's how I am. No, you adapted to what life has thrown at you. Some people turn bitterness into identity. Some turn rudeness into confidence. Some turn emotional numbness into strength. And Sometimes money, fame, and even having like a certain status becomes the thing that finally makes someone feel worthy or feel whole within themselves. Not because they've healed, not because they've done the work, but because it distracts them from themselves. Unhealed coping patterns harden into identity. And they may feel scared because it goes against what we've practiced for years. If you spent 20 years surviving, being told you don't have to survive anymore, it feels weird. It feels like, what? It takes time. Your nervous system knows chaos, it knows pressure, it knows how to function in survival, it knows how to push through no matter what life is throwing at you. It does not know how to thrive yet. So, naming grief, trauma, or how you feel, or something hurting you can feel weak, like you're betraying what kept you alive. But awareness doesn't mean you have to fix everything right now. Sometimes it means just holding space and say, okay, I survived for a long time and I can honor that. Silence kept you afloat, but it is often sometimes delaying your healing because trauma doesn't disappear when you name it. It follows you into relationships, into work, into how you talk to yourself. Silence protects survival, but honesty allows you to create the steps to like you feeling free, you feeling one within yourself, you feeling whole. When I learned how to name my anxiety, everything changed. There was a lot of days where I couldn't get out of bed. Before, I would have forced myself to get up and like, girl, you gotta perform, you gotta do what you gotta do, you gotta keep pushing through. But instead, I named it. Hey, this is my anxiety, and that gave me permission to respond instead of react. It allowed me to open more doors for myself to be like, okay, I'm overwhelmed, I'm exhausted, I need space. Naming didn't erase what I felt, it just gave me a choice. You know what? I'm having anxiety. I'm naming what I feel. Now let me hold space for this. I named, or no, I noticed and I named. And I'm holding space for both of them and how it makes me feel, what is making me feel. Naming gives you a choice instead of a reaction. So, before I end this video, I want to give you guys one thing you can do or you could practice this week, and it is naming what you feel. For instance, you could say grief. Grief isn't just about death, it's about anything that mattered and changed: a friendship, a version of yourself, a chapter that ended, even if it really needed to end. Simply pausing and just like taking that moment for yourself is like, okay, this is grief. And for some people that can be freeing, some people that can make you feel like, wow, like, damn, this is grief. Like, grief. It can make you feel overwhelmed, but it turns you from being confused into being more open to me, to being more understanding of yourself. Naming is the beginning of how you take care of yourself. It is not the end of healing, but it's the beginning of how you respond to you, how you take care of you, how you love and pour on you. So, y'all, so this week we are naming. And name what you feel in the comment section down below. But also, I have a PDF prompt that goes with this video as well. It is on sale on my Etsy account. If you guys are interested in purchasing it, you are more than welcome to go and buy. It's very cheap. It's like five. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. Just go check it out.